Alright guys, so we actually have a campaign being announced over on the NA side of things that we kind of missed out on earlier on in the year. If you're not aware, there was this story clear new master campaign over on JP around March, and it looks like we're finally getting that. Because some of the missions in this campaign are the exact same ones that we had in the new master campaign on JP. It's just they haven't announced the banner, which I know quite a people have also been asking for because it's going to be a good banner. But we're going to go over all of that in today's video, just kind of break it down, show you if there's any differences between, their, new master campaign and our spring campaign support for finishing the story. So as per usual, like the video, all that good stuff, it helps out the channel. But as you're going through this campaign, just to kind of start breaking it down, basically you're going to be doing just missions for stuff, right? Like you're going to be making friends, you're going to get rewards based on how much of the story you've cleared. And you can see, I mean, some of these not crazy, like 3 million QP. Sure, we'll take all the QP we can get. 20 mana prisms is a little drop in the bucket, but we take that. Free stuff is always free. Obviously, though, if you are somebody that is trying to catch up on the story, which I do know there are quite a few people, because as I've been streaming a little bit of the new Feat event, going up the tower, there are a lot of people that are like, dude, this event is locked behind Lost Belt 6. I'm going to start turboing through the story. And these leyline stones, these blue cubes, are always going to be really nice for that, because if you go down, instead of having to use your triple command spells or a Saint Quartz, God forbid you're one of those people that has to use the Saint Quartz, you can use this instead. So if you're finding a boss fight that you're really struggling with, say you're really struggling against Demeter because you can't use your friend's Coup Alter to just solo every boss in the game. If you're struggling on a fight with a force support that's not exactly the greatest for the fight, I guess we could agree on that example, you can, kind of just power your way through it, right? You could do that. So that's always really nice for some of our newer players. Yeah, you could also pick up 10 additional ones. And then here are some of the missions, right? That's what I mean, where it's like, you make a friend, you make 2 new friends, make 3 new friends, bada boom, bada bing, you get 3 Saint Quartz. You finished Singularity F already, boom, 3 Saint Quartz. If you've already done this, you'll just get this already. This will already be completed. And then you get some nice pieces and stuff, right? And nothing too crazy. I guess the most insane thing is going to be the banner that's supposed to come with this. But also, you got half off QP for buffing up your characters, which is always nice. But you guys want to know about the banner. So tabbing over here, you can see that the missions are pretty similar, right? This one also had one for Orleans. I'm assuming they might chuck those in here. But as you can see, this has the same make 3 friends. This has like, just do a bunch of random minutia. But it doesn't have all like the pieces and stuff. It's kind of weird. We don't have everything, so I don't know if they're going to slowly integrate this stuff for us, or if it's just ours is going to be a little suckier. I'm assuming it's going to get added in, because they're not going to take up an opportunity to try to bait everybody one last time before the anniversary, especially because this not only has popular characters like Gilgamesh on it, but it also brings Merlin back, and Merlin is still pretty dang good to this day. They also make him even better with a buff he's going to be getting in the future, which, I already thought Merlin was good enough as is, but they said, what if we just give Merlin another party-wide battery, and what if he just gives everybody like 50% crit damage, and why doesn't he just do that? Why don't people just crit harder with Merlins around, and what if we just, I don't know, give him that 30% battery between his first and third skill? So not only is he already good now, he's still going to be a great investment in the future. You're going to get even better as time goes on. Although the only thing is that, again, it's really weird, because if you look at the in-game news, some of the missions have like, you have like similar things you're supposed to do, but we don't have some of the other missions, so I can't tell if they're trying to like replace this campaign with the spring aid one, in which case, can we get these other missions, please? Like, can we get some of these other bonuses, please? Can we get some of these? That would be quite nice. I would also really like this CE. This is just a good-looking CE. Is it like the craziest thing? Does it really matter? No, but it looks nice. Look at my girl Artoria and my boy Mandricardo in there, looking like they're all dressed up. Like, they're looking good. Give me that CE. I like to have all these things. So, yeah, I'm not so sure about that, because we've still been waiting on this. We just haven't got this. Like, if you go check the events that we've gotten this year, they were just like, you guys, you're just not getting this banner, right? You're just not getting this. You double check. It's supposed to come out in March. Where is it? It's nowhere here. You check over here. Nope. Maybe we got it real early. Nope, that didn't happen. And you're like, oh. I mean, we got the home run derby. We got that. That's pretty cool. But no, we didn't get this already. So You know, I would appreciate getting some extra Saint Quartz going into, going into the absolute just insanity that is going to be the anniversary summer banners. And then, I mean, there's also Kenshin later on this year. So any little drops in the bucket would always be appreciated. So hopefully this is not all we're getting if we go back over to FGO&A. Hopefully we are going to be getting some of the other missions and stuff, because we have some of them. We have some similar things, but like where's a little bit of Saint Quartz for the retweet campaign? Where's the banner? Where are the other missions? You know, so y'all can let me know in the comment section down below if you think this is going to be replacing it, because it is only part 1. So I'm assuming that this is just so technically they updated the game this week, because if you didn't know, typically like Monday, Wednesdays is when we get our weekly update, I guess if you want to call it, on both the NA and JP side of things. And sometimes it is just like, here, you guys can have this thing. Like, I don't know, here, look, we're just going to give this guy a buff, and we're just going to call that a week. You know, we're going to be like, here's a couple of missions. Go finish the story, which, realistically, if the current event requires you to finish Lost Belt 6, shouldn't you have dropped this before releasing that event, you know, to maybe give people a little bit of heads up, you know, maybe give them a little extra time, because we had that really slow period, you know, the week before this dropped. I actually dropped my video on Saber Medusa and the event about a week early, because I was like, oh yeah, it makes sense that they would just go ahead and drop this now, and then they just didn't. And so, you know, you could have just dropped that there, so people could have gotten prepared for the current event. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because it's not like the current event is like a lotto or anything. It's not like you gotta get in there. If you're not farming this event right now, you know, you're missing out. But it's still an event. There's rewards. And hey, if you're fans of somebody like Medusa or, you know, Sith, who's also a pretty main character in the event, you probably want to go read up on your favorite characters, right? You want to be able to stay up to date. I understand some story spoilers because, you know, Sith is kind of a main focus in the event. But it's just like, I don't know, man. Doesn't it make sense to drop this before the event actually drops, especially when there was a little bit of a dead period? But I don't know. Y'all can let me know what you think in the comment section down below. But with all that being said, again, if you found this to be informative, it's a very simple video. But hey, we're kind of getting ready for all the anniversary shenanigans. You know, I'll take all the time I can to prepare and any additional Saint Quartz. So if you found the video informative, helpful, entertaining, anything along those lines, a like on the video and a subscribe to the channel would be greatly appreciated, as it's absolutely free and helps me out more than you know. I will be going live to stream some of the Feet event later as well. I'm actually making some pretty good progress. I'm not done, though, because I've been mostly trying to make sure I stay on top of my bleached earth farming to make sure that I don't go broke on QP ever again. But if you want to watch that, that's going to be streamed here on the channel and live on the Twitch, which is linked down in the description down below. And then if you want to go that extra mile, we have a Patreon down in the description down below, where they get access to patron exclusive videos. Like we did one for the, it was ranking all of the shoes in FGO, because fitting event, and hey, now we have picks of everybody's shoes thanks to Sith's event. So I was like, you know, the patrons want this, I'm gonna do it for them. I think I also have a Nikkei tier list that they're wanting me to do soon. So if you want those bonus contents that don't really go up or don't really have a place here on the channel, can you imagine how wild that'd be if I just dropped a Feet tier list on the channel? You know how crazy that would be? But if you want all that, become a part of that whole discussion and voting process. That is going to be down in the description down below for you. But I'm going to stop yapping. I'm going to let you guys go. So have yourselves a nice rest of your day. And some of you, I'll catch you later. And some of you, I'll catch you tomorrow.